Hi everyone. Thanks for your patience. That was about the 5th try. I just kept getting kicked out and kept retrying, but yay, I'm glad I'm back on. So welcome. I'm Carol Hickman with Chick Stamper, and today is October 28th, 2020, and it's Paper Pumpkin Night. So this is when I like to show you my alternative projects. Of course, I'll show you the projects I put together according to the directions that come with the kit itself. And then I made up a scrapbook page and a cute treat holder to show you, okay? So tonight's project is The Joy to the World. This is the kit that was sent out in mid-October. So that's what we're gonna be working on tonight. The kit itself is 8 Christmas cards. Hey, Linda. But a couple things first. So I will just want to remind everybody, we have just a couple more days. There's just a few more days left in the month. Our designer paper sale is going on through the 31st. There's 15 packs and they're 15% off. So be sure if you need to buy some paper for Christmas cards or just in general, because our paper is just so gorgeous and you want to stock up. It's really a stock up sale. Get your order in by the 31st. Now, if you're going to order, I would love for you to use this host code. This is a breast cancer fundraiser that I'm doing this month. I try to do something every year. It's been about 4.5 years since I was diagnosed, almost 5 years since I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I try to do something to give back every October. So this year, I'm donating 20% of your purchase. And then my hubby and I are matching that. So basically 40% of every purchase from the 21st to the 31st, so that also ends on Saturday, we are donating to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So it's a great organization, and if you'd like to make a purchase, I've got a host code for you, and you'll see it. If you scroll on my Chick Stamper page or my Create with Carol page, you'll see that host code to use, and then later tonight I'll have a link up on this video as well. So get your orders in, and I really appreciate you helping me donate to a wonderful cause. Alrighty, you guys, let's see some cute projects. This video will get put up on YouTube later tonight. So remember, you want to subscribe to youtube.com Chick Stamper, and that way you'll get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So I try to do my Friday Facebook Live. That's my mini class every week. And then on Tuesdays, I generally post a how-to video from the thank you gift that I sent out over the weekend. And then once a month, I do these paper pumpkin videos. So I hope you'll take a peek at it's starting to kind of grow over there on my YouTube channel. So take a peek and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera down and we'll take a peek at tonight's projects. And that lighting's kind of weird tonight. I don't know why, so we'll just go with the flow. Hang on, let me flip the camera down. Thanks you guys for joining in tonight. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's take a peek. So I think, yep, I can see that you're seeing our cute paper pumpkin box for this month. Isn't it gorgeous? It's a cherry cobbler color because that goes with the cards. So it's a great kit. It's got a stamp set with it. It came with a Just Jade ink spot and adhesives. Here's our stamp set for the month. Look at this, joy. It's got a wreath, Merry Christmas. And I love this saying. It says, wishing you a very happy Christmas filled with fun and laughter. And some flowers and some other little sentiments here. So it's just a really fun kit. We've got these gorgeous gold die cuts, and we'll use some of these words tonight, as well as just lots of fun little pieces. So I've got a lot to show you. Okay, let me show you the cards put together the way the directions suggested. So we've got these gorgeous, we have 8 of these gorgeous envelopes. This liner is just so pretty. In fact, we are going to use this liner tonight. Okay, so these 2 cards. When you make this card, you have 4 of each card design, enough product to make 4 of each, so 8 in total, but you have some leftovers as well that you'll get to use on some other cards. You could throw in some extra cardstock for your card bases, but these gold letters, or gold words, I should say, are so pretty. They've got peace and joy and love, but it comes in English, French, and German. So the idea is you've got cards to send to global friends or friends in your country who speak French or German. And of course, obviously the English ones. So it's just such a fun idea. And I love that. Stampin' Up! Is encouraging us to send near and far. And I like that. Some of you know I have a daughter and her family that live in Ireland. Obviously they speak English, but it's just fun to be able to think of our friends, and I certainly have a lot of Stampin' Up! Friends overseas as well. So these are the ones that I put together according to the directions. So I just wanted you to see all the beautiful pieces, the flowers, the gold banner here, and the gold wording here. And don't you love these card bases? They are different just because the lines, one goes horizontal and one goes vertical, but when you turn the card, obviously, then they're both horizontal. But aren't they fun? So I just can't wait to show you what we're going to do tonight. Okay, so we're going to start. Here is our scrapbook page. Isn't it cute? So you can see what I've done is I've used those flowers from the kit. I've used the wreath from the kit. And this background paper underneath the word joy, which is in the kit, that is actually the envelope liner. And right behind it is a card base that I cut. So just because you receive things in the kit, remember, you can do whatever you want with them. You can certainly make up everything exactly as the kit suggests, but you can also change things up as well. Okay. So let me put this one over here, and let's get all the pieces and I'll show you what I did. Just so stinking cute. Okay, so of course I have my 12 by 12 Whisper White, which you know from Stampin' Up! You can get that in a pack. So you can have, you'll have enough stuff with this kit that you could make a second page as well. Okay, so let me adjust this because now I can see that we're not quite seeing that full sign. Let me see where we're at. Sorry guys. There we go. Okay. So I like to have a piece of 8.5 by 11 when I use a Whisper White 12 by 12. It's just easy to bring some color to the page, right? So this is kind of my first thing that I'm going to put down. So let me get my adhesive and we'll get some adhesive on this piece and put it down on our page. And I'm just going to kind of center it on these 3 sides. It's about a 1/2 inch in, roughly, is my goal there. And then my very first photo mat I've got up here. So I've got Whisper White and Crumb Cake, and I'm going to nest those together. Now the exact sizes are going to post on my blog at chickstamper.com later tonight. I've got a full PDF tutorial for you. So you can go there and print that off, and you'll have all the directions. The video will also be on there, and a few other photos. So pretty simple. I just thought this page would be really nice for a large, even a family photo during the holidays. And again, I'm just kind of centering all of these 3 sides. And then I wanted a second photo block. So I did about a 4 by 4 square. That way we could put kind of spotlight. If you wanted to spotlight your kids that were maybe in the family photo, it's kind of where my mind was going with that. Once we get these on, then I can't wait to show you how I use the pieces from the kit. So this one, I've just kind of got down here. Let me get that a little straighter, goodness gracious. So it's been kind of fun every month with Paper Pumpkin making a scrapbook page, because I generally don't have a lot of time to scrapbook and I kind of miss it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the fact that that's what we're using tonight. Okay, so I took one of these card kits, or card bases I should say, I'm sorry, and I just trimmed off a 3.5 inch piece here. So that's what we're gonna do. Got my trimmer, and I'm just gonna go to 3.5 inches over here and trim that off. Come on now. It would help if I used the cutter and not the score blade. Okay, so this piece is just gonna go right down here. So we'll put that on. And we'll just kind of, I don't know why, I like to kind of center on those corners a little bit if I can. So that piece is going to go down. So now we're ready for our envelope liner. So let me show you what I did. So this is how the envelopes come. So I really carefully took it apart so that I could cut out some of this inside piece. So I want to get a piece that's 5.5 inches wide. And so I'm just going to do my best to kind of, there we go, center this. Okay. And let me try and get that a little straighter. It has words on it, so I can kind of tell if it's not straight. There we go. That's better. And then I know that I want it to be 2 inches. So we'll try and get this at 2 inches here. And then, whoop, I'm looking at the metric. 2 inches, okay. And then I want it to be 5.5 inches. So this part I can just trim off. These words are so pretty. So it's all the words that are in gold, and it just goes over and over again. Okay, well, I'm going to make mine a little shorter because I didn't quite make it. I cut too much off that one side. That's okay. I just want to get some on there because it's such pretty paper. What I didn't remember is that originally I had cut all the way to the edge. So that's all right. All right, so let's get our words the right side up. And I just kind of wanted to spot the wreath is going to go on top, and our gold word is going to go up on top. I chose to use the word joy. We could use anything we wanted. Okay, so that's the main part I wanted to show you. I just thought it was stinking cute. Now, let's get into our kit because we have some fun things here. So this gold, I hope that's not too glary. I want to pop out the joy word. These are all die cut. And if you got your kit and it's a little, sometimes it can be like a little smudgy, then you can take a soft cloth, even a tissue, and just wipe it and it'll help shine it back up. When these lasers can get kind of hot, and so it makes the paper kind of smudgy. There we go. So now it's nice and shiny again. So I just used a couple glue dots. I didn't use much because it doesn't need much, right? It's pretty lightweight. If you like to use liquid glue, go for it. You guys know that I don't do so well with liquid glue. So glue dots it is. Alrighty. So I'm just going to put that on there. And once I put my protective clear case piece, then that's going to hold that down. I can put more glue dots if I wanted, but I think it's going to be okay. Page protector, that's what I was trying to think of. Alrighty, so with the kit comes these die cuts. So you get 4 of these sheets. So I'm going to use one whole sheet for this one page. Now, the directions for the cards talk about stamping on this wreath. So we're going to stamp on it, and it's a little tricky. So for me, I kind of moved this around until I found right here. There's a couple little leaf branches in the lighter color, Pear Pizzazz, I believe, that are next to each other. So I'm going to try to line everything up on that. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But that's kind of my goal. Let's take a peek. I'll put it on this sheet here. So Just Jade was the ink that came with the kit. And you know, you always get the little ink spot. Okay, so this is the part, so it's kind of a little funny here, but I'm just gonna go down on top. There we go. And it's just really to add some extra color. But then I wanna put this wreath on with some Stampin' Dimensionals and pop it up a little. And then I'll kind of just figure out how I want to place it as far as the little sentiment, joy, or to the world, to go with the joy, is going to cover up part of it. So, like this part didn't really get stamped as well as I would have liked, so I might put that down here because then it might get covered up a little bit. There we go. And then we have some more die cuts that came in the kit. And I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler ink, which did not come in the kit, but I think it kind of goes with the page a little more. And then use this, I'm still using stamps from the kit. It says To the World. And there we go. Now this piece, I want to pop up the left side of it, but the right side is just going to sit on top here. I'll probably put it down a little bit. So I'll put a couple dimensionals, and then I'll leave this side where I can just put a little adhesive, because it's going to be on top of the wreath, and the wreath is already raised. And that will help the sentiment lay flat. There we go. Joy to the world. Beautiful. And then we've got these really pretty flowers that came in the kit. So I thought we should use them on our page because we can. And they're so pretty. So I wanted to have a little bit of gold on this top one. So this bottom one, I'm going to leave adhesive off of the top part in case it overlaps here. I want to be able to slide my photo in underneath this. There we go. And then this top one, I felt like it needed a little gold. We need to balance out the gold on the page. So what I did is I took the Joy, which I'm pretty sure this is the French Joy. Yes, the French Joy. And I just thought I could put it onto the back of the flower and just have the little squigglies up, and so it would just look like little gold squiggles. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive on the back part so it'll hold on to that gold lettering. And however you like, it's just, you can't really tell what it is. But I just kind of wanted a little gold. There we go. So you can just see what I did there. Now I'm just going to put that on with some dimensionals. And I'll kind of put some dimensionals over the letters a little bit to hold. And then the same thing a little bit. I'm going to leave the adhesive off of this top part so that I can kind of overlap and be able to stick my photo right in. Oh, this is so cute. I hope you guys like it. And then I pulled out my Gilded Gems because I thought that they would look super cute. So we'll just, let's see. We'll use some of these just to kind of decorate a little bit. Let's see. And then I thought it would be fun. We'll put them right here in the center of these flowers, just to get a little more gold on the page. All righty. Joy to the world. What do you think? I think it'd be a really cute family photo here, and then a little spotlight of your kids or grandparents or something. That one is all done, you guys. I hope you like it. All righty. So now let's look at our treat holder. And some of this I can get out of the way a little bit. Okay. So our treat holder tonight is this cute little hot cocoa pouch with a peppermint spoon. So we have these adorable, they're called Mosaic Gusseted cellophane bags. They're in our holiday catalog, and they're just adorable. And I'm not sure, hopefully you can see the little design on them, the print. So I thought it would be fun to make a little treat holder, and I'm using the Celebration dies because these are so big. So I actually used the second to the biggest size because the big one is extra big. And that's what I cut the cherry cobbler piece out of. And then you can see that I've got a card base here with those gold lines. And so I used the middle size of the Celebration die for the card base. And I cut that out and put that on. So we're gonna make that tonight. And I'll show you just how I did it. And then you can see I've got a little piece from the envelope, so we'll need to cut that. Okay, so here's our Mosaic Gusseted bags. So cute. And I've got my cocoa, I'm just gonna put in the front part. And these peppermint spoons, guys, I love that they're individually wrapped, of course, especially this year with COVID, but they're just from Amazon. And so you could probably get them other places. But this year, I kind of feel like if I can't find it on Amazon, do I really need it? Because I kind of want it just brought to my house, and then I can craft away. So that's our treat packet. Obviously, you could put candy in here and pass it out, whatever you'd like. Okay, so then, before we started, I cut out my label dies, celebration label dies. And remember, this is from one of the card bases, which you could, I think, maybe get 2 out of. So what I want to do is get my scoreboard in here because I want to score these in half. And then we'll do this one, and I'm just trying to line up with the lines that are here. There we go, because it has that little notch. So that's where I just line that up to make my score lines. Okay, so then of course we'll kind of burnish these with the bone folder. And then I'm just going to, before I glue these down, I want to get a strip of the envelope liner. So it's about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. It's kind of, it's not the end of the world. It's really, however big you make it is okay. So I'm going to make it about 3/4 of an inch. I like it a little wider because this envelope liner paper is just so pretty. And then it's 3 1/4 inches wide. There we go. Okay, so we've got our little piece there. And I want to just attach this. Again, I'm just making careful, sure that my letters are the way that I want it to go because they are directional. And that certainly is something that I would mess up. Okay. And once I get this on, then I can kind of trim it. Now it's a little confusing to put on because the lines kind of get you confused because the lines aren't exactly straight. The lines on the card base, they're very kind of abstracty. Okay, that looks good. So we'll trim that because we're a little bit long. That side looks good. There we go. Okay. Now, this really pretty cherry cobbler twine came in the kit. So I'm just going to kind of wrap some around so that I can tie bow. So probably about 20, 22 inches. I think I put 22 inches on the tutorial, but I can't remember. Be sure to print it off. And then you'll have the exact right measurements. Because sometimes I start filming and then I forget. Okay, and this is really fun twine because it just kind of curls. Okay, so now we can glue this down to our cherry cobbler piece. I don't want to have any adhesive on the fold because that will make it harder for everything to fold up. It'll kind of get stuck a little bit. Okay, so I'm lining up where that score line is, trying to center it. There we go. Okay, so here's our piece. And now that's going to be our topper, right? So this is going to go on our bag just like this. So the back side, I don't mind putting adhesive on because it's not going to go anywhere. But the front side, I don't like to put adhesive on because I don't like it to get everything to get kind of ruined. Okay, so I glued it on the back side, but the front side, I like to use just little Velcro dots. So they come with both sides, and you can see that I have a bunch. And I put them together. So now they're already one. And then I just attach it to the top flap. And when I close it, it's going to attach to the plastic bag. There we go. And then whomever I give this to can open it and take the treat out, refill it, or just keep it or throw it away, whatever they want to do. Alrighty. Now let's make our cute little joy. So again, I'm using cherry cobbler ink, and I'm using the joy stamp from the paper pumpkin kit. And then I'm just going to punch it with a 1.5 inch circle punch. Alrighty, and we'll put this on with some dimensionals. And it's just going to go right over that twine. So usually I try to straddle the ribbon with my dimensionals, but the twine is so thin it won't really matter. Alrighty, and then let's get some smaller gilded gems, and we'll put those on. To bring a little more gold to our project. There we go. What do you guys think? I hope you like it. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Are you saying Dollar Tree for the cute little peppermint spoons? That's awesome. Thank you. I have no idea because, again, I like it to come from Amazon because they'll come to me. Okay, let me turn you back up. There we go. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you being here tonight. I hope you enjoyed our treat pouch. Should call it a pouch. And our scrapbook page for the month. Next month, we have the Jolly Gingerbread Kit. And it looks like from what I've read that maybe it's going to be gift card holders. So I'm not exactly sure. But something definitely that we can use for the holiday, of course, the holiday gift giving. So if you're not a subscriber, you can go to paperpumpkin.com and sign up to subscribe. And when they ask for a demonstrator, I would really appreciate it if you put Carol Hickman there and become one of my subscribers. I've grown this year with my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, and it's been really fun to meet new people throughout the country. It's just for US people, but I would love that if you join. That would be awesome. But just remember, if you're already a subscriber, it's okay. You can still watch every month. So the last Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m. Arizona time, which now is going to kind of be changing next month because it'll still be 6 p.m. Arizona time, but it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern. For those of you in other cities and states, or other states, I should say, you'll change your clocks. In Arizona, we don't change our clock. So it will always be 6 o'clock, but now everything will change to only 2 hours for the East Coast. So depending where you live, but my graphic will be correct. I'll be changing it for the one next month. So you'll know if you're Eastern, it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern. I think that's it, you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll join me Friday at 1 p.m. Arizona, 4 p.m. Eastern, when I do my Facebook Live. But again, everything always gets uploaded to YouTube, so please go there and subscribe at youtube.com/chickstamper. If you would like to join my email list, I would love that. You can keep track of events and things happening with what I'm doing. So you can text Chick Stamper to 22828, or I'll have a link that you can just click on once this video posts. So for all Pinterest, you know how it goes, all those other little places. So I really appreciate, hey Nancy, hi Gina. I appreciate you guys watching tonight. I hope you get a chance to try this out with your kids. Again, if you're not a subscriber, sign up. I'd love to have you. And I'll be back next month with the Jolly Gingerbread Kit. And who knows what I'll make, but hopefully a scrapbook page and something else. So I'm looking forward to it, you guys. I love you all. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.